What's up, guys and gals? It's your boy Jeff coming back to you. It's Kentonese Comic Kid coming back to you with Extreme Nerd Table, guys. Sent some invites out, waiting for see who's gonna join me today. But sorry for not having a show last week. Actually hung out with Bueller all weekend last week, and actually picked up some pretty cool stuff with Bueller. Actually, Bueller was a pretty cool dude I met. We met at the con on Saturday. Actually, Steve AOK'd me this at the con. So, the AOK'd me a leather-bound edition of Lady Death, Chaos Edition. So that was a pretty cool AOK from Steve. Picked up Bueller's cover. What's up, Vic? How you doing, brother? Yeah, we were down in Miami. Wish you came out to see us, man. We were out in Miami. Had really had fun with Bueller. Picked this up, 106. Flash Gordon crossover with Vampy. Really good, actually, man. Actually hung out with Bueller. I got to hang out with Steve, Hialeah, and everybody last week. So had really cool fun. And then my major thing I picked up at the con was issue 113, first Harris, last issue of Vampy magazine. But it was the first Harris. Yeah, yeah. I need a new kitchen too, man. But it's gonna be a little bit. I'm saving up for that. I need to stop spending my money on books probably. And then I got an AOK from Stay Puft. Got these Vampirellas from Stay Puft. Got this from Puff. All these are from Stay Puft. AOK from Stay Puft. Yep. So all these are Stay Puft's AOKs. Yep. Those are all Stay Puft's AOKs. Then Sunday we went to Spooky Empire and actually met Rico Browning, got Boatwright's signature for him, and the book's actually off the press. We actually met with Lenny today. Actually sent it off to press. Yeah, so gonna have what was it? Actually helped out Boat get that stuff signed last weekend. Got to hang out with Bueller for a couple extra days. Hey, what's going on? And actually picked up some more Vampies. I picked up Vampy 88, Vampy 94, so I'm like 49 to 48 away from completing the whole run. So that's pretty cool. And I picked up 102. What's special about 102? It's the Blood Red Queen's last appearance. And Stay Puft actually picked up her second appearance. Her first appearance is issue 49, so I'm pretty excited for that. Hey, my brother. What's going on? You're cool. You're good. picked up all that, and then what I picked up in Miami is right over here too. We're going to hang out with them in Miami. Actually picked some pretty cool books up, surprisingly. Found some cool books. Evil Ernie issue 3. That was from Tate's. We picked this up from Tate's. So I picked that up from Tate's. Picked up Evil Ernie issue 5 from Tate's. And these are AOKs from Biggie, actually, and 90 had them, Medical 90. So this is a Biggie AOK. These are all Biggie's AOKs here. Action Comics. Like I was saying on this one, I know Batman's in handcuffs and everything, but he looks constipated, man. I honestly think he looks constipated in this. So what do you guys think, man? I actually think he looks constipated in this. It looks like he has to really take a shit. That's pretty funny. So that. And another interesting book I picked up was this Frusetta Art Book that Frusetta Jr. actually, Frank Frusetta Jr. AOK'd this, or Frank Frusetta Jr. actually okayed this art book. It wasn't on Sarah's side. So Sarah didn't AOK this person to make this art book. It's actually Frank Frusetta Jr. actually okayed this to do this art book. So big. And then, well, let's see. Oh, and I went to Ybor City. Actually, no. Actually, got in one of my Kickstarters that I actually kickstarted. It was Raven Hex. And this is the Vigilante first appearance in comics. I actually picked up Vigilante's first appearance. Well, he's not the only YouTuber in here, but the YouTuber on the from the comic community that we know is right here. If you guys didn't know, Vigilante actually made an appearance in here. And on this side, these are YouTubers here too. So that's pretty cool. Pick that up. Actually, the t-shirts that came with it are in the wash, and then these little goodies that came with it, and it came with a Christmas card from Jim and Holly. So from Broadsword Comics. So this is what came with it. So that's pretty cool. Then I went headed to Ybor City Comics today to meet up with Lenny and actually picked up some books. Yeah, it was a major haul this week. Picked up this trade of Vampirella, older trade from Harris, another older trade from Harris. Then picked up this J. Scott Campbell holofoil, Harris, no, issue 1. Then picked up this for Christmas. Santa. Santa getting lucky, it looks like. And picked up this another Jim Valiant cover of issue 2 that I didn't have. Then I didn't know Warren Publishings was back. Actually, this is the new Warren magazine, homage to Vampirella. I think this is an ongoing from Warren, so there's another issue coming out like next month, issue 2. So I'm excited to see what this is about. It looks like the old school. It looks like the old school Warren magazines, man. It has the all the it's pretty much set up like the old school Warrens. So it's pretty cool. Pretty interested to see. And what I picked up for this week, Deja Doris. She's actually covered up in this one. That's a surprise. From Perillo. Picked up Dynamite. Picked up a Red Sonja. Vampirella Red Sonja. Big Girls issue 4. Shit Show. Sam and his talking gun. Pretty interested to see what that's about. Once and Future. Picked up Lock and Key, issue 3. Really excited to see where this is going to be going. Star Bastards. So that's a pretty cool one. That's pretty much all I picked up this week. That's all. That's my haul for the whole, pretty much from last week and this week. Since we didn't have Silver Age Sundays today, Javi had some internet issues. So I went out, did some hunting with Steve a little bit. And then I got this from Sarah Frusetta. I actually bought these drinking glasses from Sarah Frusetta, if you guys didn't see. So from Frusetta Girls. If you guys wanted to order drinking glasses, calendars, stickers, fine art prints, pretty much go to frusettagirls.com and you can pretty much order anything off of there that you see on Sarah's page. Pretty much gonna put some gloves on so I don't put no fingerprints on these 3 glasses, like always. So got these 3 glasses from Sarah. So they're all different ones. Pretty much it's one deaf dealer, one pinup, and another one cave woman. So that's 3 different glasses. And Sarah actually signed the box. I ordered like an extra one. So she actually signed this one too. So pretty much this is the pinup one. So this is a nice beer glass or a nice glass of milk, whatever you guys want to drink out of it. So here's the nice pinup. So the pinup, it looks like from Sean's book. It looks like the side view from Sean's book. Pretty much that's what it looks like. She signed it. So probably never gonna use this one. The deaf dealer one is probably the one I'm gonna be using most of all. So there goes one of the glasses. I believe this is the deaf dealer. So it's the deaf dealer one. So she signed this one too. Yep, it is one of the deaf dealer cups. Actually, you can actually see it better. So that's a deaf dealer. All 3 of them I like actually. So that's why I ordered a 3 glass set. Pretty cool beer glasses. If you're a big Frusetta fan. Then we have the final one. So the final one should be this one. Cave Woman. So pretty much it was a Cave Woman glass. So that's what that is. That's all that's pretty much all of my pickups this week. What's up, Cookie? What's up, just a little podcast? That's okay, brother. Always nice to see you in the chat. But pretty much had pretty much fun with Bueller. I'm excited to see what. Actually, if you guys didn't see, Bueller actually put out a video on a collection that he was actually the person he stayed with that had a pretty cool collection. So pretty cool collection. Go check that out. And Bueller's probably gonna talk about his trip, a little bit of his trip. Driving down to Miami was fun. We actually got up close. Bueller and us got up close and personal with a buzzard. Pretty much, Bueller actually stared the buzzard right in the eyes. That was pretty funny. That's pretty much all the stuff I picked up. But I'm pretty excited to see Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi actually production actually got done. That's another character, is one of my favorite characters, guys, that you guys didn't know. Everybody thinks I'm just a Vampirella guy, but I like Shang-Chi. Pretty much I like just as the dark. I've liked all the dark type characters pretty much. I like a little bit of everything, man. It's just you guys know me for Vampy more than anything else, so can't disappoint with that. So. But can't wait to see Shang-Chi. I'm really interested to see where that's gonna take place, what time frame it's gonna take place in. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty big fans of the actors that are playing. What's up, brothers? What's up, Captain? What's up, Superhero Review? Well, since Captain's here, Smiley's probably next to him. I picked up some pretty cool lady books. Thought I'd show Captain and his lady. I picked up this one. Pretty nice ones. And this J. Scott Campbell holofoil variant. Oh well, yeah. Pretty much it's a foil variant. Picked up some trades too. Old school trades of Harris, Vampy, and another one. Hey, Kachung. Glad to see you in the chat. Tell DK I said hi. I know you guys are probably watching us on the big screen. And then I even picked up VV's first appearance in comics. The trade from Jim and Holly. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, VV is actually in the comic. showing you guys now. But he's not the only YouTuber in here. He's not the only friend in here either of Jim and Holly's. These guys over here on this side are YouTubers too. They do travel YouTubers, so that's pretty cool. And they actually get killed off too. So that's pretty cool. And I actually got the t-shirt that came with these. So this is the t-shirt here. And this was a t-shirt. So that's actually in the wash right now. So what's everybody's plans for Christmas, man? Just curious. Oh, pack mystery. Yeah, I saw the mystery boxes, Kachung. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Hey, Barbarian, what's going on, man? Happy to see you in the chat. Yeah. Actually, looking forward to watching Shang-Chi. It actually wrapped in production, so I'm excited to see editing and everything. So I'm pretty excited to see that. And pretty much just curious what everybody's Christmas plans are. I'm not gonna be doing much. Gonna be probably hanging out with my grandmother, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I actually kickstarted it. I kickstarted the Lady Death one. Hack. I actually kickstarted a lot. Hack and slash. I pretty much kickstarted anything Brian does. I did kickstarted the Lady Death. I haven't received it yet, but I'll be getting it soon. Kickstarted the Hell Witch one. The 3D. I actually picked up the 3D cover from the Hell Witch. There was a lenticular cover that he said that they were doing, so I picked that up. So pretty much, Cantonese Comic Wednesdays is gonna be normally on this week because we had Bueller in town, so we hung out with Bueller all week. So Cantonese Comics is coming back. Extreme Nerd Table is coming back next week. Well, Extreme Nerd Table is here, and I'll be on with Robert, you know, the Nerdy Collective show. So you gotta tune in to see who we're gonna have next on the show. We had some pretty interesting people on, so we had an interesting. And I'm just looking at the new comics coming out next week. I'll share the screen to see what everybody wants to read next week, or what are you guys interested in next week. Share. Yeah, so this is pretty much what's coming out for next week, a couple of days before Christmas. Some of these are pretty interesting. I got the God is Dead stuff. God is Dead stuff was pretty good when it first came out. So Marvel stuff. So not much, just like looks like a King in Black's coming. Pretty cool cover, this tattoo cover. So this is a pretty, well, It looks okay. I think it's alright. So this is what's coming out. Marvel's number 3. This Namor cover looks a little funky, I think. What do you guys think? It looks a little funky to me, but looks like Mr. Fantastic almost. A cross in between Mr. Fantastic and Namor. Got a bunch of DCs coming. Yeah. This is a pretty cool Red Hood one coming. Probably Simple Simon will probably pick it up. Simon's a big red. I know Simon's a big Red Hood fan. Image, bunch of cool stuff coming out from Image. The Ice Cream Man. Oh, Redneck. So I'm probably picking that up. Department of Truth. Yeah. Scumbag. Red Sonja. Mars Attacks meets Red Sonja. That's pretty interesting. I think this is the Arthur Sudom cover. This isn't the prologue. This is actually the Arthur Sudom. That's a pretty cool one. So this is a pretty cool Ben Oliver cover. Almost looks like a Betty Page. So that's pretty cool. Some pretty cool books coming out from Boom. Well, this is a pretty cool one. What's up? What's up, Mixed Comics? How you doing? Just looking at the new releases for next week, or this week. Actually, a couple days before Christmas. Curious to see what's coming out. Didn't talk about much. Just talked about how I met Bueller this last weekend. I hung out with Bueller, so we had no Extreme Nerd Table last week. Some G.I. Joe books coming. Sleeping Beauty, Sea of Sorrows. First issue was pretty cool. I might pick up the second issue. Oh, look at that. Back to the Future Transformers issue 2 finally coming out. Some pretty cool stuff coming. Cold Dead Hands coming out. Vault has some good stuff coming. Action Labs. Scout Comics always has some good stuff coming out. Dracula Files. I think this would be a Robert G. book if I've ever seen one. This is a pretty cool one about vampires, it looks like. Oop. Vertigo. Xenoscope. Always has some interesting books. Oh, the second issue of A Girl Walking Home Alone is coming out. So that's going to be interesting. I think I'll pick up this cover here. I think I like this one better. I might just do that. Yeah, they are. Let me do that. Alright, since that's what Barbarian wanted, I'll go to Unknown Comics. Where is it? Store exclusives. Yeah, but it's worth it. Yeah, I think Barbarians indies are always good because indies you can't go wrong with indie number one. You never know which one's gonna hit, but it's always whatever you're interested in more than anything. That's what I'm gonna tell you about Max Comics. That's what I'm gonna tell you if you ever wanted to pick up an indie, just depending on what you like reading, like horror. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we're all like that, man. I only got 3 on my pool, and I always end up like with a $50 pool somehow. Sometimes $30 on a cheap week. All right, give me a second, guys. We pulled up Unknown Comics with some cool exclusives that Barbarian was telling us. So give me a second. Yep, and then we got these Unknown Comics exclusives. So this Deja Door is pretty interesting. Whoops. It's pretty interesting. It's a pretty cool one. Looks like Miss Piggy in the face a little bit. I think. This Thor one's pretty cool. I like this Thor. Yeah, I like Thor 11. This is a pretty cool one. With the wolf and Hela. Here's some Red Sonja, Vampirella. Here's some Red Sonja, Vampirella. They're cool. They're interesting. These are all the sales pretty much they're having for the store. Ooh. Gwen Stacy. Oh, that's a pretty cool one. I like that. Alright, let's go to the home page and see what we got. I thought these Delatos are pretty cool. Delato's pretty cool. Yeah, this Wolverine Delato's pretty cool. Actually, I like this one. This is a pretty cool Red Sonja one, I think. Yeah, man, that's pretty much what Unknown Comics had. $90 for 6 or or 30 for one copy. Yeah. A lot of the times those variants are just to pick up just to look, just to admire the art on the cover, man. A lot of the times I don't even open it. If I do, I just grab another issue from the shop or something like that to read it. A lot of those are just for the to admire the art on the covers, pretty much. Haha. Face it, Jeff. I haven't opened it. I haven't opened my copy. Yeah. A lot of times we don't open our copies either, man. It's just more to admire stuff. Like if it's come from Unknown, Black Flag, any of those, it's more to admire the art than anything. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds like us. Sounds like all of us. Well, actually, Sarah Frusetta actually has a new cover coming out. Issue 5 of what is it? Issue 5 of Red Sonja Mars Attacks. So she actually has a new issue, actually a new cover coming. So I want to see what you guys think of that cover. So give me a second. I'll bring it right up. Share the screen. Alright, so here is Sarah's cover. So what's everybody think of it? Hold on, let me bring a bigger picture up on it. I think it's alright. So what's everybody think? It almost looks like a little bit of her grandfather's. This one looks a little more like her grandfather's artwork than anything. And here's the black and white of Red Sonja issue 20 that she did. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if it glowed in the dark, yeah, like you said, if it glowed in the dark, it would be kind of cool too. But I think the main reason I'm gonna pick it up to more support Sarah than anything in her art. That's the main reason I'm gonna end up picking it up. Maybe, I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about debating on if I'm picking it up or not. Yeah, that the main reason I'm gonna end up picking up is more to make her, to support her than Black Flag. More to support Sarah's art to keep her going, to make sure she keeps on going. But there's a bunch of stuff supposed to be coming off of Frusetta Girls website, so what else have I been up to? Met Bueller last weekend. Got to hang out and hunt with Bueller last weekend. It was pretty interesting to walk into comic shops and almost every single comic shop somebody goes, "Aren't you comics with Bueller?" That was pretty interesting to see. So, man, I got a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of books. If you guys want, I'll reshow everything I've got over last weekend this week. I picked up actually I got A-OK this leather-bound edition from Steve Whiting. Haha. Got this from Steve Whiting, this leather-bound edition of Lady Death. I've always wanted a leather-bound edition of Lady Death, so my first leather-bound edition from Chaos Comics. Then picked up this. These are everything I picked up from Affinity Con 106. And picked up a major issue 113, the last issue of the Vampirella magazine run, the first Harris. So these pretty much had all the reprints in it. So Picked up this 113, and they reused this cover. Issue 64 was the original cover, so. Where do you guys go hunting? Like, we go hunting. We used to go hunting in the flea market, but we don't have no more flea markets on our end. But we'll go hunting to other shops. Like, we go to a shop that only has back issues. We go to all different type of shops and stuff to go hunting, man. Those were pickups from the con. I even picked up Bueller's Knock 'em Dead cover, so that was a pretty cool one. And these are all the AOKs from Stay Puft. Well, actually everything was a AOK pretty much. That CGC 113 was a AOK from Steve and Stay Puft. Issue 24. No, I didn't have him sign my copy. He signed Stay Puft's copy though, I think. Got this. All these are from Stay Puft. So now I can actually read it. I actually got some got all the issues almost. Now I can actually read it. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've read it once already online, but I can actually finish reading it now. So that's pretty cool. And then some other stuff that I picked up. This was on Sunday when we went to Spooky Empire. Picked up issue 94. Yeah. I guess he didn't want to. He'll probably end up signing another copy or something, or ask him to sign at the next one. Then he's supposed to be coming out with some more covers. Picked up issue 88. Picked up 102. This is the last appearance of Bloodwed Queen in Warren magazines. And Stay Puft actually picked up her first appearance in comics. Or no, her second appearance. And then 49 is her first appearance. So that's the one I'm looking for. And pretty much Miami's. Then we went to Miami. So we picked up a bunch of stuff. Here's the Miami stuff. These are all the AOKs from. Like I said, he looks a little constipated in this one. I think Batman looks a little constipated, I think. Haha. Oh, Max. Yeah, okay. Yeah, man. We go hunting since for Max Comics. Yeah, we go hunting in Urban Legends, Nerd Out, like almost all the Tampa shops, and then Yancey Street South, Comics Club. Those are all the places we go hunting pretty much. And then we go down south every once in a while. These are all Biggie Shack from Biggie Shack. These are all AOKs from Biggie Shack. So this one's a pretty interesting one from Biggie Shack. And then I picked up some Evil Ernie's from Tate's. Issue 5, issue 3. All I'm missing is issue 4 pretty much, and that's it. and that run would be complete. Then all the books I picked up from Ybor City Comics today. So I picked up this Vampirella Harris issue 1, J. Scott Campbell cover, foil cover. Picked up this nice paperback. Picked up this Jim Valiant. So, haha. Haha. Yeah, now they got a comic shop down there, so you don't have to spend it to getting drunk no more. Then I picked up this Helena cover for Christmas. Looks like Santa getting lucky here. And I picked up this trade from Ybor City Comics. Alright, Barbarian, I'll do you if you want that Campbell cover, you gotta go get me a couple of those copies of those Vampy magazines. Try to get me a deal on those Vampy magazines at your shop. Then I'll think about getting you that that Campbell cover. So I picked this up this week. Actually went today to Nerd Out. I actually picked up my my pull. So Warren, I didn't know Warren Publishing was back publishing stuff, but I honestly think it's just Dynamite using another format to publish stuff. So this looks just like the format of this. So it's like another format. So this is pretty much, it feels like reprints, but I'm gonna do my research and see if this is just reprinting a bunch of stuff. But it looks like it's gonna be ongoing. There's gonna be an issue 2 of this. All right. Got this Deja Doris, Lucio Perillo, and she actually has more clothes on than I thought. Than Perillo the likes, I think. That's pretty cool. Another Perillo zombie one. Ooh. Like Vigilante was saying, this story is pretty much straight trash, but we really like the cover, so that's the main reason we picked these up. Big Girls issue 4. I don't even remember if I picked up Big Girls issue 3. Shit show. Pretty excited to see what this is about. Sam and his talking gun. Pretty excited for that. But the other one I'm pretty excited for is Once and Future issue 14. These are everything I picked up this week. Lock and Key issue 3. Star Bastards. So these are all the reads that I'm gonna have to read this week. And probably gonna do that after I get off with you guys. Well, we went for like a good 56 minutes. I think I'm gonna be getting off right here. Yeah, no time. Pretty much, yeah. Trying to see if my way. Yeah, I see it your way. Max, I see it your way. Oh, hey Anthony.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. Not much, man.
Hey, I was watching the program. I saw you said I'm getting off, so I just wanted to stop in and say hello.
Hey, how you doing, Anthony?
So you went to a show, huh?
Yeah, we went to Infinity Con and actually picked up a bunch of stuff with I actually met comics with Bueller and actually picked up a bunch of Vampies.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So tell me, Jeff. What are you a head? Are you a head of surgery at some major hospital?
Nah.
Do you work for Pfizer? Are you making the vaccine that's going to save us all?
Nah. Just got a good support group with me. That's all, man. The
All
families,
right.
yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, it's just like that. Like they always say, man, we only live once, and then get what I like, man. Money's not gonna go with us. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware of that. Anyway, I was just teasing you.
Yeah.
It seems like you're buying a lot of stuff. So.
Yeah. I haven't bought since I met everybody. I haven't bought like this in forever. Like I've actually not tried to complete any type of runs or anything like that. I've always just bought stuff to read in the beginning, and actually met everybody at like Steve, like all these guys. I've been collecting a lot more, and then meeting you. Like
yeah. Where's all the posse tonight? Everybody's off.
Everybody's busy. It's almost Christmas. I understand that too.
It is. I'm in the middle of drawing. I got 3 pages left, my friend. Three
that's
pages.
Cool.
I got 3 pages left to ink, and then I go to the scanning and go from there. So issue 5 of Oh My God will be out in I don't know. I'll have some ordering information up.
Just let me know.
First week of January, and and if I'm on a show that week or whatever, I'm trying to make people go follow me at Wild Mercury Comics right there. Wild Mercury Comics. Go hit me up on Instagram so that they can check out my stuff. And you know me, as I told you, I will get into the Indiegogo Kickstarter worlds at some point.
Yeah,
but
you'll be surprised, man. Honestly, I honestly think you're gonna be like surprised, like where the hell is all these people coming from?
No, my when I do the last issue, and when I start mapping out the Vampirella and the Misty America, then I'm gonna go full bore into that. But for the moment, I'm just trying to get inventory to hopefully work some shows.
Okay.
I got a show on January 17th.
The Delancey show.
In DeLand, Florida.
Yeah.
The DeLand, Florida show, and then hopefully I don't know. I'm still kicking around seeing what's going on with MegaCon.
Yeah. Well, the land show. The main reason I think I'm gonna end up going. So we'll end up meeting in person maybe.
Yeah. That'd be great, man.
Yeah, I'm thinking of, like, me and Steve are thinking about going because
Nice.
our dealer, our comic dealer that we like going to at shows is
Yeah.
actually gonna be at that show. So
Very cool.
it's popped up comics, and it's
Okay.
it's Tom and John Neville. Those are the
Very cool.
guys those are the guys we buy the older books from, like this Vampirella issue 113. Man, I found it in his
Wow.
magazine. Yeah. So this is
Very
the
cool.
final magazine edition, and final it's first Harris.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I found that, and I couldn't pass it up. The price
Sure.
wise, pretty much, I couldn't pass that up. And then this week this came out.
Nice.
Yeah, and I didn't know
Hey,
Warren came. I
yeah.
didn't know Warren came back because
I heard you say, is that Dynamite or is it Warren? Who's publishing it?
it says Warren Magazine Publishing, but
Really?
I don't.
Yeah.
I honestly don't. I think it's Dynamite. You know what I mean? Like splintering off into different
Sure.
stuff. Because I don't think it's because of what it said. Warren had got bankrupt unless the Warren grandkids came. And if somehow found a way to get Warren to publish again, like or using the name, or somebody bought the name, because it looks like it's all I'm not sure if it's all reprints or all new stories, but it looks pretty much like this, like the older stuff.
Oh yeah,
I
sure,
look
sure.
I looked through it and I'm like, dude, it looks just like this, and
Yeah.
it has a bunch of, like, how the older magazines has like old school, like, hey, you can get a T-shirt, if
Yeah.
you sign this and do that and do this. Pretty much, that's what I looked and I'm like, wow.
Well,
I'm
they
like,
published it just for you, Jeff.
yeah,
They knew that you wanted it, and
yeah,
the comic book gods, the printing
yeah,
gods said, you know what? We're gonna make this for Jeff. Boom. There you go.
yeah. Pretty
So
much, yeah,
I look forward to meeting you next month in DeLand
yeah.
in person. I will, if you make it there,
Yeah,
and God willing, I make it there, because
right,
I am a featured artist.
right,
Um, if the fates have us both meet there,
right.
I will make a Vampirella or Misty America commission drawing for you, Jeff. All right.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
definitely. In fact, you speaking of Warren, Misty America's last name is Misty Lee Warren,
Oh, that's cool.
and I was influenced by naming her Warren because of you.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
so
That's cool.
when she's a big blockbuster movie franchise,
Yeah.
you can come after me for some money there.
Nah, man. It won't be me coming after you. It'll be probably the Warren grandkids, probably.
Oh, hey, no, I just like the name. So like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when I name things, when I name characters,
Yeah.
I like to take just personal references.
Yeah.
I like to take personal references, and when I was doing Misty America, I was thinking of, and when I was doing Vampirella, which they were both kind of were created at the same time.
Right.
I was reading some old Warren
Right.
trade paperbacks that my wife has that have the
Right.
old black and white stories in them, and so I was like, yeah, Warren sounds like a good name, so I went
Yeah.
with that. But
Yeah, like this one is all the reprints of
sure,
everything that came up from the magazines. It's a Harris one. It's an older
right,
book.
yeah,
But it was pretty cool.
yeah,
I picked that up from Ybor City Comics. Now they got a little comic shop, and it's really small. It's like almost like a closet. Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, anyway, yeah. Again, I just look forward to meeting you at the show.
Yeah.
We'll hang out. I'll draw some original artwork for you.
Yeah, that's cool.
And because I appreciate the support for Wild Mercury Comics, and oh my
Yeah.
God, that you've provided. You've set me up and introduced me to so many cool people on your show.
Yeah.
I think even Rob is
Yeah.
gonna have me on next week and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
hey, Max
yeah, Rob,
Comics.
yeah, Rob wants you on our midnight
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, our midnight. I'm letting you know our midnight show. It's midnight for him. It's 1 o'clock for us. I'm letting you know that now. Yeah. He
Hey,
tells you
thanks.
Yeah, he tells you
Hey,
midnight. Yeah.
I'm responding to Max Comics. Thank you, Max Comics.
Yeah.
That's on Instagram at Wild Mercury Comics. I
Yeah.
will make sure I follow you back if I haven't already, and check out my original creations. Thank you, Max Comics.
Yeah.
Much
And
much
his
obliged.
oh my god is really good, man. The story's
Very cool.
really good.
Very cool.
I enjoy it. I can't wait for issue 5. And then I'm still messaging Sam back and forth.
Yeah, you know what, Sam, who is my photo cover model for for the last 2 issues and the next 2 issues. I already have 2 covers for the next 2 issues already in the can. She's a international playmate,
model.
glamorous, glam model. She's got she's got more Instagram followers in 2 seconds than me and you could have followers in our whole lifetime. But anyway, I think we can get her on sometime in the future. We'll try some. Maybe when the next issue comes out, I'll send a message to her. But hey, she's a busy lady.
Yeah.
But if me and you took our clothes off like that, we'd be busy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, issue 5's coming out. I'm really excited about it. I'm gonna have the backup story too, man. I'm gonna have a 5-pager from Martian Law being introduced in Oh My God.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was gonna wait. But what it was is I kind of ran out of pages for Oh My God in this issue because I think I told you I should have done a 5-page miniseries instead of a 5-issue series instead of 6. Right. And I kind of it's not that I kind of ran out of ideas, but between my personal life, some situations going on at work and stuff. But what it was is I kind of, my last issue, number 4, was kind of, or you know what, the progression of the story, I kind of figured some stuff out midway between. And like I always knew the beginning, middle, and end of the story. I already had it plotted out. But I kind of felt like I was dragging along too much. Issue 2 and 3 were like a little too slow for me. And then issue 4 was like, okay, let's get to the point. And then issue 5, the cool thing about this new issue is, yes, the main story is like 4 or 5 less pages.
Right.
But the entire issue is just one big fight. Okay. There's no standing around talking.
Right.
There's no exposition.
Right.
And then issue 6 will have sex and boobies in it, like issue 1 did. We'll get back to the because my first issue had like sexual stuff and hanky panky and stuff. Not pornographic, but just some good stuff. And then I went supernatural superhero on the 2nd and 3rd issue. The 4th issue was a kind of a more supernatural stuff. Now issue 5 is like just a knockout, drag out fight, because I was looking at a lot of like Frank Miller Daredevil stuff, and Sin City, and Rob Liefeld Deadpool to Youngblood to Snake Eyes stuff. And I was really just wanting to like draw action stuff, and at one point I almost thought about having no dialogue. I was just going to have like 14 pages of action.
I mean, you won't be the first one to do that, man. Because I've seen silent, or like the G.I. Joe issue, the silent issue. You know what I mean?
And that's what I was thinking. I was thinking G.I. Joe. Right. And then an old favorite of mine is there's some old Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. from the 60s. Right. And Jim Steranko did like 4 or 5 pages of no dialogue. Right. But then I said to myself, who am I kidding? I am neither Larry Hama and Herb Trimpe nor am I Jim Steranko or anybody else for that matter that good. So I thought my storytelling isn't that good. But this does have a lot of action. So for some reason I was reading some Daredevil and Wolverine by Frank Miller, on the toilet one day, and I was like, yeah, I really like this stuff, but I'm gonna make it bigger, more like an Image comic fight. Those fights in those Image comics where they just came out of nowhere, and you're like, wow, that's just And you know what I did like about that? People always talk about Image comic writers and the storytelling not being that fantastic, but you know what they did always get a good grip on? The first page, the splash page, there was always a lot of action right off the bat. And like those Liefeld guys and the Larson, all those Owl boys, all those Liefelds and Larsons and all that, they always liked kicking off the issue with a big punch in the face, to kind of like get you kind of in on the first song, so to speak. We don't have to wait for the third or fourth song on the record to get us in. They had us rocking like with the first song, and the first pages were always kick ass, And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like get a little old school. And this issue, you're gonna like it because I got a lot more detail. Got a lot more ink on the page, man. I've been looking at a lot of original artwork in the last few months, and I've been taking a good gander at like some Tim Vigil stuff, a lot of black and white stuff. And I'm never laying down that much ink. Never gonna compare to that. But I'm kind of in between. I'm trying to lay as much detail, as much stuff on the panel as possible. Kira plays a big role in this issue. So we're really going to see and we're going to see a cliffhanger too. So
that's cool.
You're definitely going to see some Liefeld and Frank Miller influences in this issue. However, in my style of art. So
like I said, man, it's good to hear. It's good to hear and good to know, man, because I'm excited to see where you can end up doing Vampirella. That's where I'm excited about. Yeah, that one and Martian Law. Those two. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh my God, it excites me too. But I'm excited for the new stuff too. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you something. Here's a little bit of a little insight into that. 3 months ago, I actually was going not drop. Oh my God, but I was gonna take a little break for a couple of months and not script any. Oh my God, because what I had done is I started writing Martian Law, and when I did Martian Law, I did a full 5-page story that exists all by itself. I didn't need. You didn't need, like, if you just picked up and just read that 5-page story, it exists all by itself if I never do another one, right? So that was a cool idea. And then I wanted to do a Vampirella 5-pager, okay? And then I was going to do another 5-pager. And to be honest with you, that picture of Vampirella where she's in the airlock, with her, with the classic Barbarella where the clothes are falling off. That was going to be the splash page anyway. So I was like, man, I already got one of 5 pages done, and I know the story. And I know the story. Okay, I know the story. She gets captured in an airlock by some dudes from another planet. They think they're gonna have a really great time with her, if you know what I mean. And she's gonna wind up. Taking a bite out of them, but not the kind they wanted. So because she's a vampire from Venus.
That's funny.
Spoiler, that's what's going to happen. But it's going to be more exciting to read it and look at it. But the thing is, I really was going to do that, man. But what happened is, I started futzing around with a cover for Oh My God issue 5,
Right.
And then I sat down just sketching out pencils one day.
Right.
And I had like one board done, and then I liked it so much.
Right.
Like I did the splash page for issue 5. I did one page.
Right.
Well,
right.
I liked the page so much.
Right.
That I just went ahead over that weekend and I penciled out like 13 more pages. So like I penciled out like a total of 15 pages altogether. And then I dropped either 1 or 2 because the pages were made the action a little slower. So I don't know if I'm going to end up with 13 or 14 pages in the main story. But the truth of the matter is I didn't intend, I actually intended to drop Oh My God for a few months. Right. But then certain situation arose in my personal life and whatever that I said but I also said to myself, you know what? Let me finish the story because I think it's a little weird when creators do stuff and people dig it and then they kind of peter out at the end. Right. Or it looks like they kind of like my old joke about some Stephen King novels and Stephen King movies. You'll watch, which was a joke, by the way, mentioned in the movie It, and I don't even remember if it's in the book, but it's so funny when the author makes fun of himself and says, "Yeah, I do such great stories, but I don't know how to write endings." So the truth of the matter is I don't dig when you pick up issue 1 through 3 and they're fantastic. And then the next 3 issues kind of blow. And it's like you're like, what am I even reading? Or subjectively you say, wow, that kind of got boring, And the truth of the matter is when I did the splash page, I got so jazzed about the story that I created that I'm like, you know what? Let me roll with this. And I think, I think it's the best issue so far.
Well,
and what's nice about it is if you only got the last issue and this issue, if you only picked up 4 and 5, you probably wouldn't even have to read issue 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
So,
but I would recommend them picking up issue 5 because it has the first appearance of martial law in it, doesn't it?
That's correct. Yeah, it'll be the first martial law. And I have a feeling that I'm going to be lazy, and what's going to happen is that first appearance of martial law, when I actually do the compilation or the anthology book, which I'm going to do, and it's going to be kind of like Venus and Mars. I will have Vampirella and I will have martial law as the stories every month, and I'll probably reprint that martial law because I think it'll be a good book on its own,
Right.
And there's no rules because I'm the printer and I'm an independent printer anyway. So, but yeah, the first real appearance will be the next issue of Oh My God, Hey, and then and of course Misty America. Don't forget about her. She's coming next year. I just kind of I want to make sure I create and mold her character properly. And take my time because there's no rush in it.
Yeah, and I saw you used another cover model for her too.
Yes, I used another cover model. Her name is Chelsea Bamford. She's out of Wisconsin. I never find these models who live anywhere near me to actually do any promotion.
Sam was originally did live here, but she ended up moving.
Well, Chelsea, the thing about Chelsea is although she lives nowhere near here, I actually did photograph all those pictures. That was me taking those pictures because she happened to she works here during the bike events. The motorcycle rallies. And I was able to schedule a really quick, literally it was a half an hour, in my buddy's garage. He has antique cars. There's a friend of mine who collects antique cars, and he has his own private garage. And she was working here, and I saw her, and I said, "Hey, let's meet at this time." It was like 5:30 at night or 5 o'clock at night. I said, dress like Misty America, put a cowboy hat and star-spangled bikini on, and my friend who owns the garage is also a firearms enthusiast.
Oh, so, yeah. So, I saw all that.
So I got to model her with shotguns. He had pistol shotguns like Alice has in Resident Evil movies. I love those pistol shotguns. He had a couple of Glocks and a big, a larger shotgun and all that. So, I just figured, well, the book's going to come out eventually.
Right.
And I need promotional stuff. So I went ahead and got that, done ahead of time. So
I actually saw it on there like a couple of months ago when you posted her. I was like, let me go, see what Anthony's up to. And then I saw what you were up to. I go, let me go follow her too. And then eventually, when Miss America stuff comes out, I'm gonna try to do the same thing I try to do with you and Sam. I'm gonna bring her. Yeah, I'm gonna hit her up, bring her on.
And I guarantee you, she would be more. Not that she's more receptive, but I imagine she would be a lot easier because she doesn't model 24 hours a day.
Right.
And Sam, does that. So Sam's always traveling, from what I gather. Right. She's in Indiana one day, and in South Carolina, and in Florida, and then wherever.
Yeah.
But Chelsea's pretty much out of Wisconsin, I believe.
Yeah.
But both these girls, they both have OnlyFans sites, if you know what I mean. I haven't seen them, but all my cover models. If you check out my website at my Instagram account at Wild Mercury Comics, and also my Facebook page at Anthony Sika or Wild Mercury Comics. Right. And I don't bother with Twitter. One day I'll get a Twitter account, but it's like I do have a Twitter account, but it's from when I was a musician and not really my comic stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
And I don't think I've checked it for like 10 years. But, and surprisingly, I just realized I found out I still have a Facebook page. And of course I can't access it or do anything to it, but I still have not a Facebook, a MySpace. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was going to say I still have a MySpace page. My son was joking with me about MySpace, and he's like, "Did you have a MySpace page?" I'm like, "Yeah, let me check." And I Googled it, and sure enough, I still have it. And I don't know, it's pictures from like 10 years ago. With I used to have long hair, and played in a band, and all my songs are up there and crazy pictures, but none of the comic book stuff. So
right.
But yeah. So if you go on my page, and I have links to both those cover models, and hit them up. They have their OnlyFans pages, which means I think they send you nude pictures if you pay $10 a month. I'm not sure how that works.
I'm not even sure how it works, but it's interesting.
I know I can't do it, but a lot of young ladies.
No, surprisingly, I was curious, and I didn't pay for nothing. I just was curious what it was. I went looking, and there's guys on there too, man. So yeah. Well, so there's
not that there's anything wrong with that. But yeah. Jeff just went looking because he was curious. Hey, Jeff, have you seen the cover for Martian Law? Did I show you that yet? Hold on, let me get it. I'll show you. Sneak preview cover of Martian Law, or it will actually be the cover when Martian Law actually has its own book.
All right.
If I could find it. Here it is.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Very nice. I like that.
She's got a nice little cracked helmet there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you do end up doing, are you gonna do a cover model for her too, or?
Down the road. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna go for national celebrities there. I'm gonna see if Trisha Helfer from Battlestar Galactica might want to do it or something. I don't know.
Okay.
I actually know. When I posted that picture on Instagram the other day, somebody following me, who I think has been through, I think someone through your channel actually. They're like, hey, she reminds me of 7 from 9 from 6 from 9 or 7 from 9 from that show. So I was like,
right.
You know, but I don't know. I'm gonna you know, I'm going to not saturate my stuff with those cover models. But
joking around, what Mercury Comics would be known for cover model.
well, Wild Mercury Comics, you know, was kind of like my nod to 90s stuff.
I got you.
And those cover models, they used a lot of them back then. So, you know, whether it was Vampirella with Harris stuff or all those, like, I remember they were doing like a lot of, you know, Evangeline and you know, all the Razor book, all the Bad Girl books had Bad Girl comics had cover models here and there.
At least one cover model they used all the time, or at least two. I remember.
And I remember most of them never looked like the character.
Right.
Like any way, shape, or form. You know.
Right. I think the only one that did, I think it was the one Vampirella one.
Oh, no. A lot of the Vampirella ones did, but like. Yeah. When Extreme was doing it, I remember like seeing a bunch of Glory ones, and it's like, why couldn't you just get a white wig? Because the character has white hair, so why didn't you know, like at least make the hair the same color?
Right.
You know, whatever.
Yeah. So what was it? The Vampirella. Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if when you do the Vampirella one, are you gonna have a cover model for that too?
No, I don't know. I got to tell you, that's a little strange one because the character has red skin. So
okay. Not really. I mean, I could probably think of one you could hit up.
I could Photoshop them or paint them.
Right.
But she actually has red skin, like the color red.
Okay.
So she is an alien. Her skin. Her skin is like kind of like this Animal Man color that I just picked up. It's a little orange and reddish. But that was a weird pickup. I got that for 50 cents the other day.
That's cool.
It was a Grant Morrison Animal Man from the 80s, 1989.
I like his run. His run though.
Well, I have a collection of Animal Man, the floppies, the single issues. And I was just missing 4 issues on my list of the whole run. And to be honest with you, a lot of Grant Morrison, Doom Patrol, and Animal Man stuff, the collected editions are very expensive.
Right.
So, like, I'm like, hey, since you can find so many in the dollar bins anyway, not Doom Patrol, but at least Animal Man, I thought, well, let me just collect it as it goes. And I only have, like, I think 2 more issues I need. Okay. So I picked that up the other day. Like, I was in a shop. Visiting a shop in St. Augustine.
What?
And I saw that.
If you go to the land show, check out popped up comics. Check out Tom and them. You never know, they might have them, and they might have some. Yeah.
I definitely will. Yeah. That's the only thing I don't like about working the show is I don't have time to look at stuff. But we'll see.
Yeah, you can always do it after or something, you know, like a quick little thing after, because you know it's going to take them a little bit to pack up stuff, so.
Well, you know, what's funny is these shows that are run by the same guy, he does 2 shows in my area. He does the DeLand, and then he does one in Daytona.
Right.
The one in Daytona, which unfortunately got canceled last year. It was supposed to be, I think, in November or December. That's a 2-day show, believe it or not, Saturday and Sunday.
Right.
So even if you're working it, you know, that second day, that Sunday, you can kind of, you know.
Yeah, because it's not as many people go on Sunday, you know. Yeah. It's not as many people come up on Sunday.
It's probably better for me because I'm broke now, and I'm probably going to be broke a month from now. Right. So, you know, my whole thing is I'm just really going to push doing drawings for people and getting my stuff out there. You know,
that's cool. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice to actually finally meet you in person.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
We were talking about going up there. Me and Steve and a couple of guys were talking about going up there. But since our comic guy's gonna be up there, we thought about it. And we may go up there. We're not sure yet.
Well, I'll tell you from looking at the roster now. Besides your comic guy, there's gonna be there's like way more vendors than artists.
Right.
Like me, there's only me and like 10 or 11 artists and guests and writers and stuff. There's a shitload of vendors.
Yeah, I saw it was
there's like 30 or more. So there's if not 40. Because there were no shows last year. So the guy Tom Rapp who's running the show, he's got a big, he does shows all over the state. And I think he did the show that you just went to, that show that you were at last week. Or he was involved with it. But the point is that those shows, man, people are I'm sorry, but like me, like you're a serious collector. I'm a serious reader. And my favorite thing in the world is going through like dollar bins.
Yeah, me too.
Like just boxes of, because also what it's doing is besides seeing stuff that maybe I was reading 20 years ago, I just like picking up stuff that I've never read before, and I miss that. Because that's the one thing, with the shows being gone, that's like fun, and it's not there anymore. So, but when it comes back, I have a feeling that this January show is going to be a big one.
Yeah, that's going to be a big show. I think if MegaCon does happen, that's going to be a huge one too. You know, but everybody's looking towards Emerald City because they're looking towards Emerald City but I think C2E2 is not gonna happen. Like I heard C2E2 might not happen, but everybody's looking towards Emerald City and C2E2, those two cons first, to see if they're gonna even do them, because normally those two are the first shows of the year. So so if those happen,
I think MegaCon's gonna happen. It's just gonna be super small.
Yeah, but that's not going to be a bad. Sometimes that's not going to be a bad thing. You know what I mean?
No, because the last MegaCon I was at, the year before, this past year, was like I didn't even want to be there on Saturday just because there were so many people.
Yeah,
it was like you could not move. It was crazy, and I know that's good for business, but it seemed like it made the experience a little too big for my taste.
Yeah, to San Diego. San Diego con, pretty much.
And I like a more personal experience in a con. Not that it's all about me, but like I do like going to a con and not feeling like I'm in a subway car at 9 o'clock in Manhattan, in Wall Street, going to work. And that's that's what the con made me feel like 2 years ago. It was really packed. And the Saturday was like, I was with my wife and my son, and I was like, I didn't even want to be there anymore. It was like I can't move.
And then the worst part is the worst part at those shows is, don't get me wrong, I love the cosplayers to death, but they'll stop right in the middle of the damn the walkway, and then people want pictures, and then people are still walking, so it's like. It comes to a complete stop. You're like, oh boy.
Yeah, and again, it's the comic book aspect of it is sometimes a little takes a back seat.
It's not as many vendors, and it's more celebrities. It's more.
The panels, and the celebrities and the cosplay meetups. I just want to see comic creators and buy stuff, to be honest. But
pretty much.
But again, to each his own. I mean, if it was just up to us, comic book readers and stuff, they wouldn't make any money. You know what I mean? So
it'd be pretty much like the land show. Couple of creators and a bunch of vendors.
Well, that's the cool thing, is that the DeLand show is majority of vendors, and also a lot of collectible stuff. It's the actual comic and collectible show. There's a lot of people selling vintage toys and Star Wars and GI Joe stuff. So if people in your area are watching this, or anybody watching this, and you're thinking about it, definitely check out the DeLand show. Not just because I'm going to be there and Jeff might be there, but because it's a really cool show. You know?
Yeah, it's a really nice small show, and if you like vendors and not not so much movie stars and stuff like that, I mean it's a pretty much your type of show because it's only vendors and it's a couple of creators. So.
But Jeff, on that note, I'm going to sign off and let you go because you need to read those comics you said you were going to read before I got on.
Yeah.
All right, my friend.
I'll see you later.
All right, man. Thanks.
Bye. You're welcome. I'll see you next week. All right, guys. It's the Cantonese Comic Kids signing out, guys. See you guys later.